Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm planning to do the one line from Dolce & Gabbana, their flankers, and sort of like a, let's say, revisiting a lot of the older fragrances, newer fragrances, flankers, but only the one line. So the one line basically is one of their lines, and they have many other fragrances like Dolce & Gabbana K. I think that's one of the latest ones. They have Dolce & Gabbana Purom, then they have Intenso, they have By, like quite a few fragrances they have, and I think they're touching upon a man. I do not remember, but they have quite a few fragrances. And recent times, it did not make my top 10 designer fragrance brand, and many of you are surprised and shocked. So I am doing another list. Basically, I had two lists in mind. That was my top 10 designer and top maybe perhaps 10 underrated houses. So probably this is gonna make that. But today, let's talk about the one line. The one line is one of the most popular. Let's say the one especially is one of the most popular fragrances like Pure Malt, Pure Heaven, La Nuit de l'Homme. And if you talk about Prada Amber, those times this fragrance was like, like Bleu de Chanel. This was that times baby. So I bought one of the first bottles ever. This one, my bottle broke a little bit here. I dropped it, but the bottle survived because of thick glass. So they're very beautiful bottle designs. I'll show you. They're all same, but different coloration. So alongside L'Eau de Sepurum, this one, I think Cool Water, and also I think I bought one more was Pirelli's 360 Red, I think, and then La Mala Ultraman. Those are my very first few bottles. So my bottle was running low, so I really wanted a big bottle because it looks really good. So before this one finished, I kept it as a like the bottle for collectibles, but I actually went for this one, the big bottle. So I'm using it from this one. So showing you the bottle, very classic bottle, very heavy glass base, very good quality at the side, thick glass, the name of the house, and then the name of the fragrance, the ambery cap. This one, actually, I'll tell you, they have a sticker at the bottom. Many fragrances have this kind of bottle design. This one, Lanston de Guerlain, the older style bottles. I'll show you today again. This kind of bottles have the similar kind of cap. Modern Reserve, then Narciso Rodriguez for him, EDP. They have the similar kind of bottle design, and I think this looks very classy in the collection. Juice color is beautiful, but different fragrances have different juice color. Not all of them are same. So this is EDT concentration, and this is one of the most popular fragrances, as I was telling you. Many people describe this as a mafia or mob boss kind of a scent because it has a cigar note, tropical fruit punch, ginger. I think this one has grapefruit and amber. So very rich, sweet, kind of like almost gives you tonka coconutty feel, and it's really amazing. So initially, I think they launched this for cold weathers because of the notes, but it didn't have the push. That's the one reason this fragrance, everybody say it has, it leaves a lot to be desired for, like that is conclusion for this. So they wanted something really DNA of this and something more longer lasting. But many people get good performance like me. EDT is a beast on me, but on summer days. Higher the heat is, this is very tropical, long lasting, pushes a lot. So I go about 5 to 6 sprays. Very nice, gingery, spicy accord there. So I really love this. This is, I think, my most favorite in the line because this is the one I use the most. But every single fragrance in this line is a little bit special. So as I go, I'll tell you. This is the first one, the one EDT. Okay. So the second one is gonna be the supposedly the performance version of the original. This is the one EDP. Initially, I said the EDT, if you have, you do not need this because they're almost same, like in terms of smell and performance wise, not that much different. But I became a collector and reviewer, so I started buying fragrances. So I thought, like, yeah, so much hype, I bought it for the hype. So I really love the juice color. It's a little bit darker. If you see side by side with that one, the bottle is a little bit darker, and I think this looks a bit nicer than the original with a black cap. Black is always a nice color, really nice amber juice in there, and the bottle is the one. It's a little bit different here, but the cap, everything, it's a little bit different. So this was mostly hyped by Jeremy. Like he said, this is not as long lasting, but like some of the other ones, but this is a bit stronger than the one EDT. So this one, I would feel this is good for cold weathers. You can wear this for fall, winter, but not gonna get like a Dior Intense sort of a performance from it. So I get about the one EDT, I get like 5, 6, 7 hours. Okay, believe it or not, most people get less. This one lasts for me like 4 to 5 hours in cold weathers. So longevity wise, I do not know, but the smell feels like it's just more intensified, less aggressive, less projecting, longer lasting. If it makes sense, like the one EDT projects more. but somehow it feels like it's very nice on the skin but does not really radiate. Okay, so performance wise on me this is less lasting, okay, the one than the one EDT, but I really like the smell. Like it's almost comparable to Terre d'Hermes EDT versus the Parfum. Okay, so this is a good date scent, and it's a little bit more think it's I think it's maybe there's no grapefruit in this, but it's a lot more sweetness, you know, like a cigar. The fruit punch is a little bit more. So if you have the one EDT and if you love the DNA, you can try this if you're a collector. But I would say for summer get the EDT, for winter get the EDP. And the prices on these are a little bit I think if you pay retail about 75 to 85 bucks, but on discounters you can get this for 55 $65. Okay, that's not bad. So the next ones I'm going to show you, these are some of the, this is the one of the most hated one in the line. This is the one Sport, and I have an 8 ml. This is made in UK. So this is a miniature, that's how it looks. The big bottle would be like this color combination. Let me show you. Okay, this is like 8 ml with a sprayable bottle. That's why I bought this long time ago. And the big bottle will look like, the cap would be red here, this cap would be red, and the bottle would be like see-through with a red stem or something, I do not remember. But I'm wearing this a scent of the morning. This perfume, it's a nice fragrance. Okay, it's not bad. People think like it's terrible. The one thing terrible from this is the performance is not up there, and 45 minutes it's gone. Okay, it does not last. So it's a great gym and office scent, but office wise you have to really keep a decant spray every 2 hours. So this is ideal for basically gym, just one gym session. It will be great. And then it's very pleasant if you like Nautica Voyage, if you like Nautica Voyage Sport, you know, those fragrances, a little bit spicy, a little bit woody, a little bit green, citrusy, watery. This is the kind of fragrance, nice fragrance, you know. It's like same family as the Acqua di Gio, Dolce & Gabbana, the light blue, but it has something peppery, kind of like a very nice zingy opening, very nice opening. So I really like it, but the problem with this is the performance, so it does not justify the price point. It's literally like less than 1 hour lasting. So you can get it, you can give it a try if you find it for a good deal, 20-30 bucks. Get it, you can spray sparingly. It's a good summer casual scent for indoors. Next is a fragrance I'm gonna do, I think, collab work with Chad very soon, and we'll be reviewing this together once again. So I'll let you know, this is the One Gentleman, another dark horse in the line. So this perfume I'm having on my hand, it's a very interesting one. Okay, I'll say it in the review, but I'll say it here again. This is a very close to, I mean, like it smells like a lot of other fragrance, but it's totally different than the one EDT, and it has its own smell. So they made the name Gentleman. Gentleman basically refers to someone in suit, you know, like official attire. This is exactly what this fragrance is, and it reminds me a lot of Liege. I just suggested it, and I think Liege is a lot more stronger. It has a cacao, this and that, but basically if you get to the dry down of this, this reminds me a lot of this. Okay, performance is not obviously as good as Liege. You can try the Dolce & I mean L'Instant de Guerlain, the EDT, and this kind of similar, but the Guerlain lasts longer. So this one, on the opening you get some cardamom, some spices, some woody, I don't remember exactly, it's kind of like a sweet gourmand like scent, but that cardamom will remind you of the class. It's like a EDP Intense, La Nuit de l'Homme, and Liege of the one line. Okay, so if you like those fragrances, you can definitely give it a try. The bottle will also be the same, but with this cap color. Let me show you. Bit difficult to take out sometimes, but here, the juice color will be like this one, bit greenish blue. With time it will change to something more green. I believe this one used to be like a little bit more blue. Cap color will be this, same color size as those, and golden on the neck. So this perfume, as I told you, if you love Liege, you can definitely give it a try, because Liege is hard to find. Okay, so this is a very nice distinguished fragrance for the men's line. I really like it. Next two are the more premium ones in the line. I think this is the most premium, alongside the Mysterious Night. This is Dolce & Gabbana, I think, exclusive Royal Nights. Okay, different name it goes by. This was a Dubai exclusive, very hard to find, very expensive, $150 plus, and you can see Arabic writing and the one exclusive edition. Now this can be found in many places, but not really everywhere. Golden cap represents, I think, golden, and amber represents oud. So this one has oud in this one. Okay, so it has the sweetness of the original a little bit. I would say, I just told my brother Steven, has 30-35% of the original DNA of the sweetness amber, but the fragrance adds this beautiful, one of my brothers said, the dates, like Arabian dates, the dried ones. That one mixes with oud, very sweet, very up class, and this is the longest lasting in the line. Okay, so do not think it's a beast mode still, but it does last longer than the other ones on my skin. So this one is very different. If you really want to get the best in this line, the whole line, which is more premium, I would suggest go with the Royal Knights. Okay, so this is for Arab sheikhs, someone rich people. It's a rich smell. Okay, it's not very casual, it's formal. And I had the Mysterious Night. That one featured that beet saffron color bottle. I leave the link below, you can check. At first I kind of liked it. I bought a 150 ml bottle, but in the end I felt it too feminine. That one gave me a feel of Lyric Man, with the wet rose, sort of like a saffron. It was big feminine. So that one I don't see anybody talks about anymore. It just got lost in time, but you can check it out if you like saffron and rose. The very last one and the most interesting one, in terms of smell, like previous one was the most upper class. This is the most unique in the line. It's the latest release, is Dolce & Gabbana, the One EDP Intense. So this one, EDP plus Intense. So supposedly a beast mode fragrance. People have high hopes, but what I think it makes it unique is that the smell. This fragrance, it's a Tom Ford quality. As I told you, it's a niche quality juice. If you like Tom Ford Noir Extreme, it reminds me of those fragrances. A little bit of a sweetness, feels like almost like a chocolatey, coconutty, like a thick, like a balsamic, thick, dark, mysterious kind of a fragrance. Very niche like. This is not a typical designer perfume, and I think this is gonna be in time when people try it more. This is gonna be popping on people's list. Okay, so very beautiful, cold weather, like rainy nights, summer nights. You can wear this for your dating scenario. I get about 5 hours to 6 hours on me, shirt and skin combined. But what I really like is the bottle is very beautiful, dark, and very mysterious fragrance. So this one is my favorite at this moment, even over the rest of them. At night time is very sweet. So there's another one there, like few others like collector's edition, baroque edition. I did not try those, but I think more or less not much different. So there was one more. Hold on, I have to remember the name. I tried it. The one. Hold on, I have to remember the name. Yes, I forgot almost the name. That was the Grey. Almost forgot about it. The Grey I reviewed, I think from Perfume World. I'll leave the link below. You can check out my initial impression on that. That one, it gives you sort of like, if you see the juice color would be like this. L'Eau de I think L'Eau, what is this? L'Eau Mesure de this kind of color. That one, it's a nice smell. It has cardamom, I think, I forgot what are the notes, but more fresher, cooling kind of fragrance. So I think that was more of the fresher take, but also has this performance issue, but very expensive, that one. And I do not want to buy that one for now unless I get a good deal. Okay, so basically this is the one line, and you can give it a try. They are within $100 budget, and great fragrance for like signature scent, more formal occasion. They have quite good versatility, like different in collection, so very rich line. So I think that's my summary on this line. You can check it out, the One. It's a great fragrance house, but the performance on most part could be better. This is the only complaint people have. So that's all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon, and hopefully try out these fragrances. Take care. Bye bye.